What's up, YouTube? This is Danny here, and I know it's been a while since I've recorded a video, but I just honestly, I just didn't feel like making any recording any videos. I've been working very hard, um, just perfecting the strategy, working on just getting better every day. And today, I want to talk about so I want to talk about this lines here, these lines that you guys see here, right? They're already plotted in, and I actually have an indicator that I paid someone to to do it to code it for me, and it's not about the money. It took a while, it took a few months. I know it's once if I tell you what they are and stuff like that, it might sound like super simple, but some simplicity sometimes takes a while to understand. And as you guys can see, like today, this is what I traded, and that's all I use, right? I use these levels here, and support and resistance, and the other indicator that I have is VWAP. That's it. So it's this levels here or lines, and support resistance and VWAP. That's all I use in my chat in my charts. So yeah, to be honest, like I really wanted to automate it more, but I don't feel like doing it anymore. I feel like I mean um, I mean there's a way to, for example, once it hits a level, like for example this level here, it it plots out a like a little arrow comes up here telling you that it's just an indication of this is a good buy here and stuff like that. But to be honest, I'm not gonna finish it. I don't need it. Um, I but if you guys are interested and you are on in chat, just send me a DM, and I'll send it your way. Um, just you can shoot me, $200-300 for it, and it's all yours. I'm playing. No, that's fine. I don't. We all need money, but I'm not selling it. Not at all. Um, it's just me giving it to you. Anyway, so that's that. As far as my trading, it's been interesting. My trading, it 360. I'm doing very well, and knock on wood. But um, more than that, it's my my learning curve is uh, drastically increasing. Like I'm honestly um, I'm learning things every day, which is amazing. Which I never thought that I was going to get to that level. And it's almost it just now every time I'm believe it or not, I'm looking forward to having losses, because for every loss that I get, or that I yeah for every loss I learn something. So that's how my learning curve is. Every loss, it's there's something, unless I break my rules, right? If I break my rule, then I will not learn anything from it. But other than that, it's I welcome losses. So right now, where I'm at my journey is learning how to add, right? My win rate is pretty high, but what I've noticed is that my winning trades are, for the most part, um, if not the same, a little bigger than my losing trades are bigger or as equal as my wins. And so I was trying to figure out the way eliminate that. And so that's where I'm at. I think that I found the way uh, to help my trading with that. Another one was to I used to have, so I have a max loss day on a day. So as soon as I get that, as soon as I hit that max loss, my broker just shuts me down, um, which is good. That that really got me to it got me to a different level to where like I was not um, I don't get big losses anymore, right? If I want to lose $100, $200, whatever that is, that I know that that's all I'm going to lose. So that was out of the way, but what it created was for some reason, like let's say my max loss was $100, and then I would take a trade and I would just lose like I don't know $60. For some reason, I thought that it's okay to keep trading even if there's no other trades, right? It's almost like when you go to the mall, you have $100 to spend, and you spend 60, and just buy whatever you see to spend the other 100. So that was the other problem that I after that I had that. So I was getting a lot of max loss days where shouldn't be. So I worked on that. Also, what helped me was that I calculated the amount of shares that I use, right, that I trade per day. So now there's times where, like, for same example, right, my max loss is $100 per day, and my max shares is, let's say, 400 shares per day, right? So now it's like sometimes $40 in the red, but I ran out of shares. So so that helps me, and the way it works is I know that if I'm certain amount of shares, if I trade certain amount of shares and I'm not green, right, or I'm red, small, like small red, I know that that's my pretty much that's my max, right? Like I know that with this amount of shares, if I don't make something happen, then it only means that it's not gonna work out. So that helped me as well. So as you guys can see, it's just an ongoing learning, right? You start by doing one thing, and then that one thing leads you to another, and another and another, and that's how it's been the entire year for me. Um, but it's improving, 100% improving. Um, and so yeah, that's where I'm at. Still trading just Facebook. I added Nvidia to the game, but I am not ready to. I'm waiting until next year to start trading it. I'm only watching it for now, and yeah, that's it. Um, Let me see if I could. One second. So this were the trades. I mean, nothing big. I took 3 trades today. Um, the first one, uh, basically a small win here. This one right here, this was pretty. I added, so I was able to add here. It just didn't work out, so I stopped out for a small loss, and then this trade I wasn't able to add. Um, I was afraid of adding, and then just the market just because it just consolidated. It was well, now it pulled back, but at this time it was consolidating. So I didn't find I just didn't want to add it. I just put a small short here versus this high here, and I wasn't even gonna give it to the to highs. So it worked out, but it was just a regular trade. It wasn't a big trade, even though it looks like it was not. So lastly, that's another thing that I'm working on. Put in a trade and just cutting my losers faster. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they work right after I close my trades. For example, if I go short, I'm short here versus this high here. I know based on price action that if it reclaims VWAP, if it comes down and then it starts reclaiming VWAP, there's a high probability that the price action, price is going to go up to this level and then, maybe stop me out, or, hit that level and then come back. So I just don't find the reason why I should hold it all the way up here to take my trade off. Where if I know that if it reclaims VWAP, for example, like this, if it does this here, there's a high probability that this thing is gonna go up and at least hit the highs here, touch the highs, and then come back down. Well, I can always short it right up here. So those are the things that I'm working on, and they're working. Like for example here, right? Um, just paying attention more to price action and stuff like that. So that's really helped as well. Just cutting my losses smaller and letting my wins run. So all right, that's it. So later, guys.